In this video, we will look at the Content Accordion element from Elements Hive. The Content Accordion element is a versatile accordion container element that allows you to showcase any elements in its expanded state using several different animations. To add the Content Accordion element to the page, we can choose it from the Add panel's Elements Hive Pro category. The element comes with a default setup that includes several accordion items. You can change the number of items or the type of elements inside each of them based on your design requirements. To add a new accordion item, you can either duplicate an existing one or add it via the Content tab of the Content Accordion. We'll start by looking at the settings available for the container element before moving on to the settings available for the item element. Under the Design tab, the first section we have is called Accordion Animation. Here we can choose the transition we want to use. We have 6 different transitions to choose from, and each transition has a different motion style and feel to it. Next is the expand factor, which determines how big an item can be when it opens. A value of 3 means that the item should get 3 times bigger relative to its original size when it's closed. If we change the value to 8, then the item will get 8 times bigger. The last setting is the duration of the animation. The Content Animation section relates to the animation part of the content inside the container in its open or expanded state. Let's add some more elements to one of the items to make it easier to visualize the effects of the settings. Under the Content Animation section, we can change the animation duration. The second thing we can do is apply a stagger effect to the elements inside the item container when they are revealed. It'll probably be easier to see in the video with a longer duration and on the front end instead. When the stagger animation setting is enabled, the elements inside a Content Accordion item are revealed one after another. The default behavior is that all elements are revealed smoothly at once. Next are the layout settings for the accordion. We can change the accordion's dimensions, the gap between items, and the orientation. For the orientation, we have the option between horizontal and vertical. Of course, you will need to change the settings accordingly when in vertical mode and take care of the settings of your elements inside the items as well. You can also optionally change the orientation from horizontal to vertical starting at a certain breakpoint to handle responsiveness. And of course, change the other settings accordingly wherever needed. Next, let's look at the settings available under the Content Accordion item. Under the Content tab, we can choose to include or not an icon and/or a text element in the closed state of the item. Under the Design tab, the first section we have is the default content. This section contains settings relative to the closed state of the item. We can change the layout settings, change the styling of the text element, and the styling for the icon element. Next is the layout section, which includes the layout settings for the item in its opened state, as well as the border settings. Next are the background settings. These are your usual background options that you are familiar with from other container elements. Lastly, we have the settings for the padding. The demo sections in the design library include some sections showcasing different types of usage of the Content Accordion. As you will see, you can use it to not only showcase your content, but also as an integral part of a section's design. You should now be ready to make full use of the Content Accordion element in your designs. And if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to press that like button, share the video with others who may benefit from it, and subscribe to be notified of future videos.